Alrighty. My name is Josh Grine. I'm here with NMPreps.com. We are talking with Sandia High School today in our 2020 team previews. So, Coach, we'll just go down the line and ask some questions. What's your guys' focus for this upcoming season, your second year there at Sandia?
With this being my second year, my own personal focus is to really get the kids to buy in. I think anytime, you either are starting a school or going to a new school, you've got to create your culture and your schemes and systems all got to get put into place. And so, being in year two, taking over for a coach in Kevin Barker, who'd been there at Sandia, I think he was there 19 years or something. He was there a long time. It's definitely a work in progress to just kind of change the culture a little bit to the way I want it to be compared to the way he wanted it to be. And so for me personally, my focus this year is just to get the kids to continue to buy in, to learn the scheme and the systems and be able to execute those at a high level.
Awesome. Looking at your offense for this coming season, I know you guys lose a couple of key players, but you have many coming back. Who are some newcomers and who are some key players that we should be looking for in 2020?
Yeah, we bring back a good chunk on offense. We bring back 6 players on offense. Unfortunately, we lose our top receiver, running back, and quarterback, and that's always a hard thing to fix. But that's high school football, right? You got to replace those guys every year. So this year, I think we're going to be led by Isaiah Bustillos up front. He's a returning starter. He's our center. He makes all our line calls. So I expect a lot out of him this year to really lead the O-line. Then next, we also have quite a few receivers back. We have 3 of the 4 back, and in Kevin Jackson, David Mapalo, and Dalton Spees. All those guys started 11 games last year, except for Mapalo, who got injured with a knee, but he'll be back and ready to go. So we expect a lot out of those receiver guys. And then our running back, Malachi Times, he got some work in late in district last year and then got to play in the playoff game quite a bit. And so we got really high expectations for him on the offensive side.
Nice. And looking at the defense, what does the defense look like for this upcoming season?
Defense definitely doesn't bring back as much. The defense is going to be interesting because we don't bring back one starting linebacker. All 4 of our linebackers were all seniors, and then the backups were seniors. So all the kids that are going to be playing are all going to be new to varsity football. They all played JV last year. So that'll be a steep learning curve for them. But outside of that position, we're pretty deep. Our D-line is going to be very good, anchored by Sam Carroll, who's, got an offer to Baylor. And then we have also a couple of kids who haven't played or didn't play last year. They played JV, but I think they're going to be really good this year. And then in the secondary, we bring back 3 of the 4 DBs. So I think it's going to be a good mix of kids in there. We just got to make it all gel. Where last year I felt like we kind of struggled on defense, and we need to do obviously a much better job this year.
Nice. Is there going to be any coaching changes or anything on staff this year, or you guys moving forward with the same stuff?
We're changing some things up. Last year I called the offense, and Fernando Salinas was the defensive coordinator. Fernando, as you know, probably got the Hope job over there at Hope Christian, so he's the head coach now over there. And so with that happening, I am actually going to move over to the defensive side, and I'm going to promote one of my offensive guys up to offensive coordinator. So it'll be a little bit of a change, same schemes, but a little bit of just personnel change.
Awesome. Looking at the new district this year, can you give a snapshot of what that's going to look like? You guys are one of the bigger districts. I think, let's see, we got 3, 6, 7 squads in there.
17, yeah. Yeah, the district's going to be tough as always. Obviously, I think until they're dethroned, Clovis is the team to beat. They're the district champs last year, and they're definitely going to be a squad that's got a lot of guys back this year. So they're the team to beat. Then we also have, just a tough schedule with the rest of the district in El Dorado and La Cueva and Manzano and all the usual teams that we play in this district. So it's going to be a tough district, I think, this year. But obviously, I think Clovis is the team to beat.
And so, so 6 games of your schedules comes out of district. Who are you guys looking at in the non-district schedule slate? The 4 games.
In the non-district, we open with Valley, and then we buy, and then we got to play Centennial, Volcano, and West Mesa. So a good schedule in the non-district, a good competitive schedule. Centennial's a perennial powerhouse team every year, and obviously Volcano's got ridiculous amounts of kids out there and have done a great job out there. So definitely some good competition in that early going as well.
Nice. And about the classification, I mean, you guys reached the state tournament last year. Is that another goal for this coming year? And how deep is this new classification going to be this year?
We did reach the state playoffs last year. I mean, I'm not going to lie, it was by default. I mean, we were just the best of the worst, I guess. And it is what it is. Our record is what it is. So, but it was a good opportunity to at least show the kids what playoff football is like, because they hadn't been able to experience it. That class had not been able to experience it. Our seniors last year, and so our juniors also, they had not had a chance to go to a playoff game. So since I believe 2015 was the last time Sandia had been in the playoffs. So I think that was a good opportunity for them to see where they want to get to and what kind of caliber of football they need to be playing to compete with like a team like Las Cruces, who we ended up playing in the playoffs. So it's definitely a goal to get there every year. But I mean, I'm not going to lie, and I know it's coach speak, but I mean, I just want our team to be the best we can be. I mean, if we can reach the playoffs, fantastic. If we don't, we don't. If that's the best we can do, as long as the kids are learning and getting better each and every game, then that's all that really matters to me. So.
And look, as we all know, this offseason is a different offseason. What have you guys been able to do now with meeting with your team Zoom-wise or anything like that? Or have you guys been able to institute any learning objectives right now?
Other than doing virtual meetings, we have not been able to do anything. We haven't had any physical contact with the kids. And even when we get ready to start here on the 29th is the first day we can start. We're actually not going to start till the 6th, just because I don't know if you got the email from APS that shows the restrictions we have to have in place. It's quite a list of stuff that has to be in place for us to even be around each other. And we can't even do anything football related. I mean, it's 1-to-5 coach to player ratio. You have to be 6 feet apart at all times. You can't touch any equipment, can't touch any weights, can't touch any footballs. I mean, so other than just conditioning, that's all we'll be doing when that starts. So as of right now, we haven't been able to do much other than just some virtual meetings with them. And we'll see how that goes and see if APS starts to loosen up a little bit and let us have more actual football type practices. Compared to right now, like I said, it's just gonna be conditioning. And hopefully down the road we can at least get the football stuff and use a football.
Nice. And what's the team saying? What's the team motto going into 2020?
We haven't had a chance to really look at it as a team, just because last year I told them that our motto was brick by brick. That we have to build a foundation. Since I was coming in brand new, and I think we did a good job of starting that foundation, and now we just got to expand on it. So to tell you the truth, we don't have our team motto just because we haven't been able to meet as much as a team. And I'm an individual who likes to be face-to-face with kids. I don't like this virtual world, so I don't have a flat-out saying yet. I'll let the team vote on it when we actually do get together.
And last one, just personally, how have you been handling, and anything special you've done during this quarantine time, or how are you handling this question?
I found out I'm pretty much a recluse, I guess. I mean, it sucks not being around the kids and not being able to have that work with them. But other than that, I mean, I just, shoot Netflix and video games keeps me pretty occupied. So, it doesn't really bother me. I'm not a big social guy who goes out a lot. So it hasn't been that big of a, anything that's really bothered me that much. So my wife, on the other hand, who's like a big social person, like she's going crazy, so.
Yeah, that's the same here in my household. Me and my son, I think I've lost most of the games, but we loaded up on video games, and we're kind of the same. We're handling the same way. But
yeah,
looking forward to getting back to some athletics, some sports, all that good stuff.
Yeah, I definitely, you know, I do miss school as much as like it sounds like great when you're off in the summer, but like it gives you purpose, it gives you something to do every day and something to work for. You know, where now I feel like we're all, I even as like a society, I feel like we're just kind of lost. Like we have no direction right now because nobody knows what the hell's going on or when things are going to get back to somewhat normal, and it's just tough for everybody. But yeah.
Cool. That's all I have, Coach. I appreciate your time, and thanks for sitting down with us. You know.
Anytime, man. Appreciate it.
All righty, Coach.
All right. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.